Today's project is inspired by a chess piece.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about. Wait!
Okay, now, from the beginning.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Wolf Ridge Woodworking. I am so happy that you're able to join me, and I hope you're having a great day. So as I said in the intro, that this piece of cherry is going to be inspired by a chess piece, and it's the Rook, sometimes the Queen, depending on the chess pieces that you're looking at. But the inspiration comes from a book that I've showed you guys before. I have a link for it down below, and it's in this picture here, and they call it a Diablo box, but to me it looks more like a chess piece. But you be the judge and call it what you want. For now, I'm going to throw it on a lathe. We're going to see what we can do. We're going to make it round, and let's go have some fun. Alrighty, so the next thing that we got to do after we've got this, around, is we need to square up these ends and put tenons on both ends. Once we have that, I'm gonna kind of mark where I want the lid, and then what we're gonna do is, as you saw in the picture at the beginning, it's going to kind of be a sloped in box, so the center is a little bit thinner. Not going to be like really pronounced, but it'll definitely be a dip. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do now, is we're going to get these ends squared up and put a tenon on them. All right, so I've got it hollowed out, I've got the place for the lid and the relief, and I'm going to wait to sand the outside until I get the top on, but I am going to go ahead and take the opportunity to sand these, and that's so that once I get a perfect fit, I know that it's sanded. I'm going to make the adjustments on the lid, and this, I don't have to worry about this anymore. And then I'll go ahead and touch up the inside with some sandpaper. So I've got the lid mounted up in the 4-way chuck here. So now what I'm going to do is with some calipers here, I'm just going to kind of mark roughly where the edge is going to be, and then I'm just going to start easing my way into that so that I want a really tight fit so that I can put them together and then do some finishing work and sand, and then I'll sand the inside edge to kind of ease that fit so it's not a tight fit but not a loose fit either. Hopefully that makes sense. So we're going to get to marking this, and then I'm going to use I don't know, a parting tool to kind of take out some of the waste in the middle. All right, so I've got the inside of the lid hollowed out. Man, it is so hard getting that perfect. It's a little looser than I would have liked, but I made the lid a little thicker just to give it a little bit more weight so it sits on there a little more solid. Anyway, I may try to sand the upper part so it goes up over this lid and closes this gap a little bit to make up the difference, but we'll see how that ends up. But anyway, so I've got the lid and the base back together, just a little friction fit right here, and now I'm just going to take the negative rake scraper and smooth this out and then go ahead and sand it while I've got these together. Well, that's going to wrap up today's project. The lid, not as tight as I wanted it, but you know, I left the lid a little bit heavier just to, you know, keep it on there nicely. Not that a wind's going to blow it off or anything. But anyway, so I think it turned out really nicely. A little harder to get down in that bottom to sand it really well, so it's a little bit rough. But everything else is pretty good. I'm very happy with the way it turned out. It's very similar to what was in that book. And again, I'll put a picture of that right here so you can see it again. But the only difference was it was a little bit more in here. So anyway, so that is going to wrap up the project. So if you're new to the channel and you want to see other videos like this, click down here. If you want to become a subscriber, click up here, click that bell so that you're notified when I upload a new video. And as always, I wish you and your family a blessed day. Thank you.